Hello, my dear students. I welcome you back in your biology class. Students, we have successfully completed session 1. Now we are starting term 2. And this chapter 3 will be the syllabus of unit test 2, which will be held in the month of November. Students, we are starting chapter 3, photosynthesis and respiration. Students, as you know, photosynthesis and respiration both are biological processes which are taking place in plants. Respiration takes place in plants as well as in animals. For this chapter, we will read photosynthesis and respiration both one by one. So, students, let us start with photosynthesis. You all know that all organisms need food to meet their requirements of energy and to get the materials they need for growth and maintenance. And they all need oxygen to break down food to produce energy. Students, so green plants, they are also called autotrophs because they can produce their own food by the process of photosynthesis. Now, students, green plants, they can make their food, and there are four things that are necessary for photosynthesis, which are sunlight, chlorophyll, a green colored pigment which is present in the leaves, and the carbon dioxide which is made available from the air, and water that is absorbed by roots from the soil. Now, photosynthesis gives plant glucose and it releases oxygen as a waste. Most other organisms, they depend on green plants for food. Whether they directly take this food by eating green plants, as most of the organisms including they do, right? And others, they indirectly by eating other animals who eat plants. And most organisms including green plants, they need oxygen, and oxygen they need for respiration. And you know, students, during photosynthesis oxygen is released outside and carbon dioxide is taken. So in this chapter we will discuss photosynthesis and respiration in plants. Photosynthesis, now it is made up of two words, photo and synthesis. Photo means light, sunlight, and synthesis means to make, putting together to make something. So here in this case we are talking about making of food in green plants with the help of sunlight. So it is the process by which green plants make food using carbon dioxide and water, and presence of sunlight is must, and chlorophyll which is already present in the leaves that helps the plant to trap energy. So these are the four things that we need for that a plant needs for photosynthesis. This is carbon dioxide, water, sunlight, and chlorophyll. And this chlorophyll, it plays a very important role. It traps sunlight and uses this solar energy to convert carbon dioxide and water into food. So this reaction takes place inside the leaves where sunlight and the chlorophyll, they help in completion of the reaction. Photosynthesis involves a series of chemical reactions, and the end product of which are glucose and oxygen. As you can see on the right side, there is a reaction of photosynthesis given where carbon dioxide plus water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll that we have written on the arrow, and what we get as a uh, as a result, we get glucose and oxygen. The glucose produced is transported to all the parts of the plant, and some of it is used in respiration, and the rest of the glucose which is not used up by the plant, that is stored as starch, and stored starch is converted to glucose to produce energy or to cellulose, proteins or fats whenever required. So students, this is basics about photosynthesis. Now next topic is site of photosynthesis, that where this photosynthesis takes place. Now you have already learnt about plastids in class 6th when you were doing different organelles of the cell. Plastids are present, as you know, it is only present in plants, the double membraned organelle, right? Chloroplasts are the plastids that have chlorophyll. You must have done three kinds of plastids: chloroplast, chromoplast, and leucoplast. If you remember, you have done in 6th standard. So here we need chloroplast. Chloroplast, they are having chlorophyll, and chlorophyll is very important for manufacture of food. Now each chloroplast, if we come to the structure of the chloroplast, it consists of two parts, grana and singular is granum. These are piles of flattened sac-like bodies. Sac means थैले के जैसे, as if they placed one upon the other. And stroma. Stroma is the liquid matrix that is filled in all the empty spaces inside the chloroplast. The flattened sac-like bodies are called thylakoids. And the thylakoid membrane contains protein complexes that have chlorophyll, and it is here that the photosynthetic reaction occurs. Where? In the thylakoid membrane. Now let us see the structure of chloroplast. You see, it is a double membraned oval shaped structure, and you can see stroma means the jelly like matrix which is present all over the chloroplast, that is called stroma, and granum are these sac like structures that are piled upon one upon the other, and together these are known as thylakoid. And the chlorophyll, it is present in the membrane of thylakoid. So what is the site of photosynthesis? Membrane of thylakoid. So students, you have to read page 838 very thoroughly and draw a diagram of chloroplast. Thank you and have a nice day.